Hello everybody and welcome back. Today is hopefully going to be a one and done video to get something up for you in this series. I've not been filming anything since the last video went up. I've just been too busy with other projects, and then the last 2 weeks have been cleanup week, so there really haven't been many spare minutes for me to do much of anything. I do have a couple of quick display updates, and then the rest of this video is also going to be display updates. So first of all, the Canyonlands came down and I replaced it with the new original in my little hunter gallery here. I will apologize for any background noise that's going to come in. My dad is mowing the lawn. But there's that one, just a quick, simple, logical swap out. And then after I uploaded the video of this KDK, so many people were asking for me to put it up on display, so I did get the downrod cut and it is up here. I was considering displaying it somewhere with a light kit, and that still may happen if I rearrange some things, but I was mainly somewhat limited on time when I made this switch out, so it was just easiest to pull down the date and do a one-for-one swap. That is really the only stuff that has changed since the last video, so now we can move into what I'm hoping to accomplish today. You can see I have a bunch of fans here marked out. I did a little bit of pre-planning last weekend when I had a few minutes. I wanted to really think about my options and do some meaningful changes, so I figured out a little bit of what I want to do, and obviously there will be more to do down the line, but I think I do want to start with making these changes, see what it looks like, and kind of reevaluate what I might want to do elsewhere. So the first thing I'm going to start with for sure is getting the Venus down. Down in the studio you can see that I have my latest Hunter original acquisition still hanging there. My plan was to definitely display that fan, and I need to get it out of the studio now, so that's definitely going to be the first step. And because I know I'm going to get questions about this, no, taking off the entire blade hub is not technically the correct way to assemble or disassemble a Venus. However, because of the row plates that I added in to create the uplight, it's kind of difficult to get access to the screws from above now, so I usually find it easier to take the hub off and assemble them that way. Also, this foam is on the bottom of the flywheel to stop light from coming in from above the spokes. When the plexiglass rings are in place, I get light bleeding through there, and it's kind of neat when the fan is off, but when it's on it's just kind of a weird strobe effect, so I had to get creative and figure out a way to block that light from coming through. I have these sheets of foam in a bunch of different colors. I didn't have any black left, so I went with green because it kind of works with the ring color. With the hub and rings in place, you don't really see that much of it anyways. So I just figured I would break in here and answer those questions that I feel are going to be coming. Had to do a quick readjustment on the canopy there, but in the video description for this fan, I did mention that I added a low speed for display purposes, so here is a look at that as promised. I do like things to be factory and all original, no pun intended, but I do think that adding the third speed to these fans really makes all the difference. So that's number one out of the way. I think I'm just going to move right down the line and pull down this Mayfair. I'm going to move the Regency Solano over into this location. It's just too big for this spot. As you can see, it hits the Islander blades next to it. I can usually get away with a 52-inch fan in this spot, but anything larger just doesn't work quite right. Alright, that one is done. I'm not going to demo this one right now because I do still have to swap out the switches at the wall. I should also do this one for the Zephyr. It's been this IntelliTouch switch since the Saturn was still up, but I will go through and do all that at the end. I didn't decide on anything to go back into this location yet, so I'm going to leave it empty for now. I think the next step is going to be taking down the Broadway Limited, and in its place, I'm going to do the Islander that is currently here. I'm going to bring out the short Caruso blades and put it on its original downrod so that it hangs a little bit lower, kind of like the Broadway is doing right now. And then I'm also probably going to pair it with a wall control because I want it to spin very, very slowly. So I've got to move a couple things in my way here, and then we can get this one down. Alright, I just turned on the existing control so I could show it spinning for a second. I'm definitely going to do the wall control so that I can slow it down more. With the shorter blades, there's just so much less drag and it spins much more rapidly than I would prefer. So now on to these two locations. I have this one slated for an old brick Emerson Premium with uplight, and then in this spot I was planning for my Verdi Delta 2. I wanted to do like a smaller selection of more unique finishes. I'm thinking about the possibility of moving the Delta 2 into this location though. Being only a 50-inch fan, I think it might fit a little bit more universally in this spot, and then I can figure something else out for this location. I think that's what I'm going to go with, so I'm going to leave the Fasco in place for the moment and focus on these two spots first. Alright, I'm doing all the prep work to do the Delta 2 first, but I am opening this K4S for the first time ever. I got this on eBay forever ago in case I ever needed it, and today is the day. Alright, so I'm trying to decide on glass. I hadn't thought this far ahead yet. I did just use this stuff in my Ventura remake a little while back, but I really like it and I think it sort of suits, so I think I'm going to go with this. Here we are with another one done. I'm going to have to get used to this type of light output here again. With the Solano, it was much more downward directed, and this is just different. It's pretty much exactly what was here with the Craftmade before, but it's just so interesting how quickly I adjust to whatever is here. So right now I'm going to pause for a minute and reevaluate what I'm doing with these two locations. I really wanted the Delta 2 and the Premium next to each other, however, I need to figure out what other fan I'm going to do here, because I prefer whatever goes in this location to have a light kit on it, and the thing is I do have easy light kit options for the Premium, so it might actually be easier to put that fan there and figure out something for this location where a light kit is not necessary. But as of this moment, I really don't know what direction I'm leaning. I need to go back and take a look at what I have. So I will be back with you in just a few minutes. Alright, I think I've got an idea. Excuse the noise again, the Roomba is running upstairs. I can do this in the no light kit spot. It is still a unique finish and something of a different brand. And then I will go ahead and do one of the Premiums in the other spot and I'll add a light kit to that one. The only thing is, I'm hoping the downrod I have for this North Coast isn't going to be too long. It's a close finish replacement that I got from Craftmade, and I may need to try to order a shorter one. But I'm going to give it a go and see, and I can always swap it out later if I have to. Alright, so I just went on a little tangent and ordered some downrods. I held it up in this spot, and I think it is just going to hang a little bit lower than I would prefer. 6-inch downrods are just too long for this space unless the blades mount at like the mid-body or on top. I am still going to put it up because I can just pull it down really quick and swap out that downrod when it comes in. But I figured I might as well just get it ordered, and I did need a couple of other things, so I went ahead and got everything at once. Okay, so that's another one down. The height is not as bad as I anticipated it would be, but I am definitely going to swap it out when that other downrod comes in. You can see that it's not a ton lower, but that couple of inches really makes a difference. I am like 6 feet 6'1", so it just feels a little bit too low for me personally. So on we go to the last one I have planned out. I will get this one done and then evaluate where I'm at. Final details are in place, and here is the end product. It took a little rearranging, but I am really happy with how this section turned out. 3 fans, all from different brands with their own unique faux finishes. Right now I'm going to take a little break and grab some food. Then I'm going to come back and focus on getting all the wall controls and switches changed out. At that point I can at least give you kind of an overview of how everything is looking right now. And then after that I will see if there's any time left to start messing around with anything else. I am back with everything swapped out and relabeled. I never made a new label for the KDK when it went up, but I'm not going to make one right now in case it does move. So here's sort of an overview of everything that's changed today. And here is that low speed on the Islander that I was looking for. I paired it with this Legrand control that came out of my sister's house actually when I put up the Progress Lighting Vast in her living room. It's just been sitting in my container of random controls and I've never tried it with anything, so I figured it would work okay for this application. But that is pretty much it for now. For now I'm going to leave this open-ended and see how much footage I have, and if I have some time tomorrow where maybe we could work on some more of the display. I think I do likely have enough footage to wrap this up, but if that is the case I will pop in tomorrow and actually close this out. So either way I should be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, here we are next day, and I am currently editing this video. Definitely do have enough footage to wrap this up and call it done. I'm not sure what you can expect in the next video. It might be a part 2 of display updates. I do need to get into this side of the display pretty soon, but I do also have a ton of other projects that I want to get into. It's just a matter of finding the time. So thank you all for watching today, and as always for being patient with this series. I know a bunch of people have been eager for me to put another one of these out. It seemed like of those people, a lot were wanting a good solid display update, so this kind of worked out for everybody, I think. I just really needed to go in and hammer a bunch out, otherwise National Ceiling Fan Day is here before I know it, and I haven't swapped anything out. So with that, I will close it out. Thank you again for watching. Hit subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you again next time. Click left to watch my last vlog, or click right for the entire shop vlog playlist so that you can start at the beginning.